We are taking a look at my updated 2022 House prediction as of today, August 6th of 2022. So let's get right into today's video. As you see on this screen right here, this is someone else's map. I'm just going to be using it as a base map. So I'm going to start off with the state of Washington. Washington, I do generally agree. You don't really see much changes except this seat that's currently held by Kim Schumer go to the Republican Party. This should not be super surprising. In the state of Oregon, I will make the seat maybe lean, but it's pretty good in my opinion. Oops, I believe this is a safety seat. Now for the state of California, I do think that this seat right here will be a tilt seat for the Democratic Party. I think the Republicans are going to make significant inroads there. Well, for David Valadao and Mike Garcia, they should be able to win by lean margins. Valadao did way worse in the primary than I expected him to, but yeah, I think that he's still going to be able to win that race. I think that Katie Porter should be able to win by a lean margin. I think that, however, I think this is also another lean Democratic seat held by another Republican that is liberal leaning. It's an A-tier candidate. She is an A-tier candidate. She should be able to win in this race in the state of California. Now going to the state of Nevada, I do think that this the tilt seat for the Republican Party, the tilt seat on this map right here, I will give this to the Republican Party, as well as that this seat right here I'm going to put it as tilt rather than lean. So for the state of Arizona, I will not make much changes, except the fact that I think that this seat right now, currently held by a Democrat, will be a likely seat for the Republican Party. The map in Arizona is actually quite favorable for the Republican Party, so this will be the map for Arizona. Now for the state of New Mexico, we'll put this seat as a lean seat. It does have a Republican incumbent. The district itself is not very favorable for that Republican incumbent, but she should still be able to win regardless, and this seat right here will be a lean seat for the Democratic Party. Now for the state of Colorado, this Denver seat, newly drawn, should be a seat that is likely for lean for the Republican Party, as this is an open seat. FiveThirtyEight actually gives it a rating of R+2, but yeah, this is a seat that Biden did win, but that doesn't really tell you much in 2022, and also the seat will be a lean seat for the Democratic Party. Now, instead of Texas, Henry Cuellar is in a very bad kind of situation. He won against Jessica Cisneros by, I believe, under a single percentage point. So for that reason and his potential scandals, this race will be a tilt seat for the Republican Party. Also put this as a likely seat for Republicans, or for this seat with a Republican incumbent will be a lean seat for the Democratic Party. For the state of Georgia, I'm not going to change much here. I'm going to put this as a lean seat for the Democratic Party, though. So for the state of Florida, I'm not going to change much. This is generally pretty good, as there's not actually a single competitive seat. Well, for North Carolina, I'm going to put this as a lean seat for the Republican Party. This is the newly drawn seat. Biden did win it by under 2, so it should go red. And this seat right here, it's going to be a tilt seat for the Democratic Party. Biden did not win the seat by a lot of points. He won it by single digits, by I believe 5 or 6. And J.K. Butterfield, he was originally going to retire, but this seat was more favorable for him than he expected, so he's going to run again. That should hurt him a little bit. He should still be able to win, though. Abigail Spanberger, not the year for her, going to be a tilt seat for the Republican Party, bringing the Republicans to 236 and Democrats at 199. Democrats have dropped under that 200 mark. For the state of Minnesota, I just don't think Angie Craig is going to win. The environment's just too bad for her. Now, the polls currently is actually at even, and I do expect the Democrats to actually gain a lead on FiveThirtyEight. That being said, I don't think that lead will hold for a very long time. The state of Illinois, the seat, I do give this as a tilt seat for the Republican Party, otherwise not much of a change. For the state of Michigan, however, I do have 2 changes. First of all, this district I'll put as tilt, and Peter Midger, after he lost that primary by about 5 points, it doesn't look too good for him. I'm going to put this as a lean seat for the Democratic Party. Very bad that Peter Mitchell did not win the primary. If he won, it would have been an easy Republican. It would have been a toss-up, but now it's going to be a relatively easy seat for Democrats to flip. But for this seat in the state of Michigan, I'm going to put it as a lean seat. Haley Stevens did defeat Andy Levin in this likely blue seat. I think that for the state of Ohio, I'm going to consolidate these two seats. However, looking at what I saw in this, Steve Chabot did end up winning his primary, but I think that this race actually might go to the Democratic Party. I'm going to put this as a tilt seat for the Republican Party as well. So for this, the state of Pennsylvania, not much of a change, but I'm just going to put these seats as likely for the two parties instead of safe. Going to the state of Maryland, I think that David Throne should be able to win his seat as well. I think it's going to be a tilt margin, not a lean margin, but he should be able to win. New Jersey, I think this is a pretty based map. Now for the state of New York, I will put this seat as a tilt seat for the Republican Party, currently held by a Republican who is going to retire. That Republican is John Katko. In this seat, I mean, Republicans could very well lose it, but I still think the Republicans have an edge here. As well as that, I'm going to put this seat as a tilt seat for the Republican Party. Connecticut, not much. The state of Rhode Island, not much. Maine, I'm going to put as lean. Otherwise, yeah, this is going to be my final, not final, but as of right now, this is my U.S. House prediction. Republicans have dropped by, I believe, 2 seats. I'm not sure where. I think one of them is in Nevada. The other one, I think, is in the state of Michigan. I think Republicans lost the 2 seats, Peter Mitchell's seat, and I also believe, I think they lost one of the Nevada seats for them. Otherwise, the prediction did not change by much. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day, and bye.